Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome to my channel. So I'd just like to preface this video by saying this is not at all sponsored. I probably don't even need to say that. Like, I barely have any subscribers, so of course this isn't sponsored. I just think that mental health is a very, very important and serious topic that should be more normalized and talked about in society, which is why I wanted to come on here today and talk about an app that I recently downloaded that I really like, and maybe you guys might like it too and might want to download it. So the app is called 21 Days, and just like any other app, you know, you make your profile. And yes, this is a mental health app, but more specifically, this app is also a mindfulness app. It's also great for whatever you have or whatever you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be just depression. It doesn't have to be just anxiety. It doesn't have to be either of those. It could just be something you use to make goals for yourself, to track your progress with certain things. It's literally to just improve your life in different areas. So yeah, I'm not the best at describing things, so I'll just show you. So after you made your profile, if you open up the app, it will say, "Good afternoon," and it will say, "Mindfulness is an attitude rather than a skill. It's about making our everyday lives more pleasurable and present." And obviously that's absolutely true. Mindfulness takes a while to actually become present in your life. So if you guys look at the main page of this app, you can work on things such as fixing your sleep schedule. There's a couples edition, there's home workout, kindness, positive affirmations, mental wellness, self-care, study, declutter, gratitude, productivity, happiness, no junk food, and social media detox. Now the cool thing with this app is that you don't have to do all these things. You could just work on one thing that fits your interest or whatever you need to work on. I also like this app because it doesn't tell you what to do. It doesn't say, you suck at this, so you have to do this. It's not that kind of app at all. It's not telling you who to be or what to do. It's literally just there to guide you and maybe help you with whatever you're going through. So for example, let's click on the fix your sleep schedule, which is the first one. So it says, are you looking for ways to improve your sleep quality? You'd like to wake up and go to bed early? Here we suggest you 21 strategies for that, which is why this app is called 21 Days, because it will give you 21 tiles. You click on the tile, and once you do that, it says scratch to see today's challenge, which in my opinion, I find it really fun to like scratch off things. For this first square, it says put your phone away, so in the next morning you have to get out of bed to turn the alarm off. And here's the thing, if you don't like that, if that doesn't sound good to you, you can hit skip scratch. So this is a great app if you struggle with setting goals for yourself, or if you feel like you need some sort of life coach. It's not demanding at all. You don't even need to do this every day. You just do this whenever you want to. But I suggest if you really want to set goals, you try to do it every day. So now let's go to couples edition. So if we scratch off the first square, it says make a list of things you love about your partner. And again, if I didn't want to do this one, I can hit skip scratch and I can go to the second one, plan a surprise date night. Now obviously I haven't seen all the squares yet because it hasn't been 21 days for me, but just by viewing a few already, all the squares are different, which is really nice. If you want to do a little exercising in your life, the first square of this one says 20 sit-ups, 20 squats, 10 push-ups, 30-second plank. Again, that might sound a lot to you, so you could either skip that or just do half of it. The whole goal is to try to do something new, like maybe out of your comfort zone. Now let's move on to kindness. Let's say one of your goals is to be kinder to people. The first square says, show support to someone today. So see, just a little goal. That's why I really like this app, because it's not telling you to do these really difficult things. It's not saying like, go out and do charity for your whole neighborhood. I know that sounds very exaggerated, but what I'm trying to say is like, these are very manageable goals that anyone trying to improve in their life, they could do this. It's very manageable. And showing support to someone could just be texting your friend and saying, hey, I hope you do well on that test, or just something very positive. You're showing support to that person. In the positive affirmations category, if you're feeling kind of down and very negative about yourself, you could read some of these positive affirmations. This first tile says, you are beautiful inside and out. Remember that. And you know, some people might find that to be a cliche. Some people don't like positive affirmations. I found them to help me sometimes. They can be very inspirational, so maybe that could help you. In the mental wellness category, this first tile says, Unfollow negative social media accounts. Follow the ones that bring you joy, that are educational and talk about real problems that have to be talked about. Now, I think this is a big one. Mental wellness is so important. A lot of times in our society, people only focus on physical health, like, oh, go to the doctor or make sure you have proper hygiene, etc. Yes, those things are very, very important, but we also have to focus a lot on mental health as well, mental wellness, because that can affect our physical wellness as well. So many people in the world deal with mental illness, and if we just had more education and talk about it, we could see those numbers go down. But no, I really like this one. Social media is such a big part of everyone's life nowadays. Like, we're all on it, and it's very easy to be consumed into certain accounts online that might be spewing out negative information or maybe unrealistic expectations, such as like body image. And what happens is, if you keep looking at those accounts that are saying you have to look like this to be happy, or you have to look like this to be pretty, etc., that's really going to affect your mental health, because you're not going to think that you're good enough. So it's really good to kind of stay away from those kind of accounts. Focus on accounts that are really going to uplift you. Now, this next category is called self-care. Again, just like mental wellness, self-care is very, very important. I see a therapist and we talk about self-care all the time. So in this first tile, it says catch up on your favorite TV show. I really like this one because that's really easy to do. It's not hard at all. A lot of us might have a busy day or are having a very stressful day, and sometimes it's good to just unwind at the end of the day and just watch your favorite TV show. That can be really good for your mental health. So sometimes in life, it's really just the little things. This next category is study. Now, I'm not in school anymore. I don't have to do any studying, but this could apply actually to anybody who's working or just wants a little bit more organization in their life. So this first tile says have a schedule and always take notes. I think it's so important to have a schedule, even if you're not in school anymore. For me, I found it very beneficial that in my day that I have a schedule. And it's not a tedious schedule or anything, but it just keeps me on track. It makes me wake up at a good time. It makes me stay focused on things that I have to do during the day. And then by the end of the day, I'm like, oh, I did that. That's awesome. Now I can relax. So it's really good to have a schedule and to write lists and to just, be organized and keep track of things you need to do. The next category is declutter. Now, there's this famous saying that says, organized house, organized mind. And what that means is that if you have a physically clean space, your mind is going to feel more clear. Honestly, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like if you have a very messy room, it can be very hard to focus on what you need to do, and you'll get a lot more stressed. So this tile says clean out your closet. Now, if your closet's already clean, that's great. Maybe you can clean out something else. But not only does an organized space lead to an organized mind, sometimes just the act of cleaning can actually make you feel really good inside. A lot of people say when they clean, it feels very therapeutic. I know that when I do the dishes or when I'm vacuuming, I tend to listen to some music and it really gets me in the mood. It makes me actually want to do that thing that I'm doing. So if you guys have the time, maybe spend that time to organize something like a shelf and maybe put some music on in the background. You'd be surprised how good you feel after. This next category says gratitude. Instead of a tile, it says, what are you most grateful for today? And you can type in your thoughts. I think a big part of mental health and mental wellness is just really thinking about the things that you're thankful for. I know sometimes when I'm having a bad day or I have a lot of negative thoughts consuming me, what really helps is if I either write a list or just think of things that I'm thankful for. And sometimes thinking of those positive things can bring you into a more positive place in your mind. If you guys don't like writing things down, maybe just typing what you're grateful for can help you recognize the good things that you have in your life. Even if it's just things like, oh, I'm happy that I have a loving family. I'm happy that I have shelter. I'm happy that I got to see my friend today. I'm happy that I got my favorite meal today. It could be something really small, but just being thankful for those things can just make you feel happier. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. The next category is productivity, and this kind of goes hand in hand with the self-care kind of thing, but this tile says make your bed in the morning so you won't be tempted to go back there. I thought that was kind of funny. But no, honestly, this is so true. Just like organizing or cleaning your house, people say that if the first thing you do in the morning is make your bed, that is now your first accomplishment. And now your room looks a little more tidied up. And you guys might be thinking like, oh, that sounds stupid. But it's not the physical act of making your bed that's important. It's literally the mental act of doing it. It's all a mentality. Like I said before, sometimes it's the littlest things that can start your day off right. The next category is happiness. Now, a lot of us in today's society, we struggle to be happy. Some of us don't know what happiness is because happiness is very subjective. A lot of us struggle to even find happiness. So this first title says, listen to your favorite song. Sometimes we don't know how to be happy. Sometimes it isn't enough for someone else to tell us how to be happy. So like this title says, sometimes just listening to your favorite song can put you in a better mood. It might not make you 100% happier, but the point of this app is to improve with baby steps. So if just listening to that one song makes you a little happier, that's an accomplishment. This next category says no junk food. It says try to include more vegetables in your meals today. I'm starting soft with you. So I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but I actually struggle to eat healthy myself. I think a lot of people nowadays really struggle to eat healthy. My thing is never go cold turkey. Let's just say you're trying to cut out sweets. Don't completely eliminate sweets from your diet because that's not gonna work. Your body's just gonna end up craving it more and more. And then you're gonna find yourself back at square one. You're just gonna be eating more junk food. And then after that, people get discouraged because they feel like they're a failure. Which is the reason why I don't like diets in general. I don't think you guys have to call it a diet. What I do for myself is I do substitutions. I don't completely eliminate sweets from my diet. I do a substitution. So for example, instead of eating ice cream, I get the dairy-free gelato. It has less sugar, less calories, and it's just all around better for you. I know gelato is not healthy, but it's healthier than actual ice cream. So I recommend if you guys are trying to be healthier, don't go cold turkey. Just maybe try some substitutions and go slow at first because everything takes time. And now this last category says social media detox. Now, honestly, this one is a hard one for me. A big part of my job is to actually go on social media. I also talk to a lot of people online. Social media is just a big part of my life. It always has been. I find it to be a good pastime. A lot of us, we might be scrolling through TikTok for like 5 hours straight and not even realize it until like the sun's going down, right? But this title says 1 hour social media limit for today. I know you can do it. I know on some phones, iPhone or Android, there's actually like a social media setting where you can put a timer on how much social media you use, or it actually tells you the amount of hours you've been using those certain apps. But I don't know, for me, I feel like if I were to do this, I would set my own timer so I can actually hear an alarm go off, and it would be like, okay, I gotta stand up because I've been sitting for a while. I have to go get a drink of water, maybe eat something, maybe walk around, you know, just get my head out of social media, get my head out of the phone. I feel like so many of us are just in our phones all the time and we forget how to socialize. We just forget the basic necessities like to eat, to drink, to move, you know? A lot of us just become immobile. And while we're online, like I mentioned earlier in this video, sometimes we're just comparing ourselves constantly to people online. So once you're done using your phone, you feel like shit because you've been comparing yourself to people all day. And also you didn't get things done that you wanted to get done because you've just been on your phone. So you feel even more like shit. So yeah, in short, I think it is a really good idea to maybe time yourself when you're on social media. I think it's good to start off small, so it might be easier to say, okay, I'm done for a few hours, I'll go back to my phone in a few hours. And then maybe you could work yourself up to saying, okay, I had my hour of social media today, I'm done for the day. But that might be something to work up to. Again, when it comes to setting goals, the point is not to eliminate something from your life. You can if you want to, if that's your goal, but that's not always the goal for some people. Sometimes it's just to minimize certain things in our life and to maximize other areas in our life. It's all about balance. You don't necessarily want to make your life look like this. I think sometimes it's fine to just do a little bit here and a little bit there, you know, just find that balance. Just take it at your own pace because everyone's different. There's really no right or wrong. If you are interested in this app, or if this seems like something for you, or just something you want to try, you can always delete the app if you don't like it. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description. Yes, it's free. I didn't have to pay at all for this app. So if you feel like you're struggling with some things in your life, which is completely normal, don't feel bad about it. We're all struggling. Just go check out the app. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys listening to me. Again, this is a topic I'm very passionate about, considering I struggle almost daily with this kind of stuff, and I'm still working on a lot of things in my life right now. So yeah, take your time with things. There's hope. Believe in yourself. Be kind to people, and I hope you guys have a really good day. If you guys want to see more videos like this, leave that down below. And I will see you guys later. Bye.